Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Tuesday, February 19th. A strong cold front is plowing towards the East Coast. It'll cause mainly a rain event here in the Mid-Atlantic region from later this morning right through the afternoon into the early evening hours. Now, it is cold enough at the onset that there can be some sleet and or snow mixed in briefly at the beginning of this event over the next couple of hours as the precipitation moves from west to east. But for the most part, this will turn out to be a milder day with mainly rain. Not all that heavy, but it can rain right into the evening hours. And then colder air moves back in overnight tonight, and it may be such a quick drop in temperatures late tonight that some of the wet ground conditions could become frozen in a hurry, and there could be some slick spots developing late tonight as colder air pours in. Cold high pressure moves back in for Wednesday and Thursday with lots of strong winds and below normal temperatures for the next couple of days following this cold frontal passage. Let's take a look at the latest surface map. There are some south or southwest winds ahead of this cold front, bringing in somewhat milder air. We had a very cold day yesterday, but that'll reverse today with temperatures way up in the 40s in most mid-Atlantic locations. There's some precipitation. We'll see the radar in a moment already. Just on the western doorstep of the Washington, D.C. area, central Pennsylvania, and again, it's all moving from west to east associated with this frontal system. It's a strong front, very strong winds, and very cold air behind this front. Certainly will be an impressive cold shot for the next couple of days. In fact, temperatures tonight, the upper part of the Midwest can drop down to near zero. For example, Madison, Wisconsin, a very chilly night coming up for Chicago. That colder air moves in way below normal here in the Mid-Atlantic region for Wednesday and Thursday. Here's the latest radar loop from the Penn State EWAL site showing the precipitation types by color. And again, this band now is across central Pennsylvania, just on the western doorstep of D.C. And you can see some mixed colors in here. There certainly are some pockets of sleet and even some snow at the onset here. But, of course, all of this will arrive as it gets warmer here in the coastal Mid-Atlantic region as temperatures are already going up with those south and southwest winds. Nonetheless, there can be a little bit of sleet or snow at the onset, but for the most part, this will turn out to be a rain event for the midday, afternoon hours, right into the early part of the evening. Very cold behind it. This is all snow up here over the upper part of the Midwest. Again, right now, light snow in southern Wisconsin. Temperatures already dropped into the lower teens, and that cold air is moving east and will be way below normal for the next couple of days here in the Mid-Atlantic region. Here's the latest infrared satellite loop from the SSEC Wisconsin website. Huge band of clouds here associated with both the storm over the Great Lakes and that strong cold front that goes all the way down into the Gulf region. All this is pushing to the east. Some snow now in the cold air up over the upper part of the Midwest, and just clear and very cold here over the northern plains. An impressive cold shot coming in behind this cold front. Notice out here off the west coast, this is a spin in the atmosphere right here associated with a cold storm moving towards California. This originated in the Gulf of Alaska way up here, has dropped southward along the west coast. They'll have some showers and thunderstorms and snow at low elevations in California over the next 24 to 48 hours. And this storm moves into California, then starts to move right across the country, cause quite a blizzard here Wednesday night into Thursday in the heartland here. Places like Des Moines and the middle part of the country, for example, could have quite a snowstorm later Wednesday into Thursday. And all of that moves to the east by the late week and weekend time frame. And we have some interesting possibilities developing for the weekend here in the Mid-Atlantic region. More on that in a few minutes. Well, let's walk through some computer forecast maps from last night's Zero-Z GFS model run, both for the short-term event here this afternoon into tonight, and then we'll take a look ahead at the weekend as there are some interesting possibilities setting up for the weekend. This is the forecast map for early this afternoon. Here's the band of mainly rain associated with that strong cold front pressing to the east. Some very cold air on the back side of this front, which will move into the Mid-Atlantic region overnight tonight. And again, there can be some showers all the way through the early evening hours, and then temperatures will drop quickly. The winds will really pick up overnight tonight, and there can be some slick spots as a result. Some of the wet road conditions could quickly freeze up late tonight in untreated areas. Meanwhile, just strong cold high pressure here over the northern plains. That moves into the mid-Atlantic region over the next couple of days. This GFS forecast map for tomorrow morning. All that precipitation is off the coast. We're in strong west to northwest flow of air. It'll be quite windy from later tonight right through tomorrow night, and quite cold. Again, temperatures will hold mainly in the 30s, which is quite a bit below normal for this time of the year. We're now kind of past our lowest normal high climatological high temperature period here. High temperatures are normally now in the low 40s in many parts of the Mid-Atlantic region. We'll struggle to get out of the low 30s here in southeastern Pennsylvania, along with a strong wind, despite plenty of sunshine. Some snow tomorrow still over the Great Lakes region, where it'll be very cold. Meanwhile, storm is gathering strength here over Southern California by tomorrow morning. Again, showers and thunderstorms in Southern California later today and tonight, and some snow at low elevations, as this is quite a cold storm here. You can see kind of a rain-snow line all the way down into northern Mexico. This storm will pull out into the Central Plains and cause quite a snowstorm over the middle part of the country later Wednesday into Thursday, and then it'll play a role in our weather from Friday right through the upcoming weekend. Well, let's kind of walk through a few weekend maps. This is the Friday evening forecast map from last night's Zero-Z GFS model run. There's kind of a couple different waves here of moisture that'll come our way. And this is, again, all from this storm that'll cut west to east across the country over the next few days. Some rain or snow showers possible later Friday into Friday evening associated with this initial burst of moisture here. Now, yesterday we talked about the North Atlantic oscillation, the NAO going negative, and what that tends to do is set up a blocking pattern, or it indicates that there's a blocking pattern in the upper atmosphere over the northern latitudes, such as over Hudson Bay, which is right here, and Greenland, this region right here. And one of the results is a strong cold high pressure at the surface here, and that'll kind of play a role in our weekend weather potential. So it certainly will be a cold air source just to our north. So again, possibility of some light rain or snow showers later Friday, but notice here quite a bit more moisture gathering together here over the northern Gulf, the southern Gulf states. That could play a role later on in the weekend. Let's now jump ahead to Saturday evening, and here's a forecast map for Saturday evening. Even low pressure now depicted by the GFS model run off the Carolinas, also down here over the Gulf, and this is where still a lot of moisture remains. Now again, we're only marginally cold here in the Mid-Atlantic region. There is a strong cold high way up to the north, but really just marginal cold air here, sitting here in the Mid-Atlantic region this weekend. Now let's jump ahead to Sunday morning. And here's the GFS forecast map for Sunday morning. Still low pressure here to our south, high pressure, cold high pressure to our north, marginal cold air here in the Mid-Atlantic region. Nonetheless, it's kind of an interesting setup here. So there is a potential for a winter storm. Perhaps rain, sleet, freezing rain, snow, all of this is on the table sometime over the weekend. So we'll certainly monitor this situation. It looks like the negative NAO, or the block in the upper atmosphere, will kind of force this storm to take a southern route to our south, and that always opens the door for some frozen precipitation possibilities here in the Mid-Atlantic region. And we're jumping way ahead here. This is weekend time frame we're talking about. Stay tuned to the SIweather.com for updates on all of this. I'm the SI meteorologist, Paul Dorian.